Hello everybody, it's me, Rachel. Thank you so much for watching. Before I get into the get ready with me, I just wanted to make some comments on all of the things that are going on in today's world and about Black Lives Matter, which they do, they matter. So I've always been a little bit nervous because I didn't know if I had the right things to say, and I'm obviously white, so I feel like there's no really right thing to say. Just be an ally, and that's what I've always been trying to be. Been trying to sign as many petitions as I can find that I feel that are genuine, and I very much support Black Lives Matter. They very much do matter. And so I'm just trying to be there and be with as much information as I can support and find. I'm trying to my best. I do not know everything, and will never understand what they all go through, but I can be as supportive and be an ally as much as I possibly can. So with that much being said, I will put as much petitions that I can find down below. With that being said, if you do have any things that you want to look at, go ahead and check the description bar. But with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and jump into it. Thank you guys so much for listening and paying attention. So I'm just going to slowly start with the Bare Minerals Original Foundation in Fairly Light. And I always have it kind of open just slightly. It's not all the way twisted, just so I can go in lightly. And I'm going to take that on this Almar brush, and it's just like it's called a bronzer brush, but I kind of like it for this foundation. So I'm just going to take it and pat it. This was actually one of the most high-end foundations I ever purchased, if you consider it back in the day, in the 2000s, this being high-end. And I loved it. I remember thinking that it was just so fancy, and then I kind of went and got some Clinique stuff, but I just remember loving Bare Minerals. So my family is still kind of in a little bit of isolation based on my children, and they're still young and they're special needs, so I can't really risk getting them sick. So with that being said, we're still kind of a little bit in isolation and in quarantine. I should probably zoom out just a bit. So with that being said, we've just been kind of taking it easy. And with my makeup, I've just mostly been putting it on because it's fun to put on. And so that's why I'm doing a lot more like playing with makeup type videos and such like that. But I don't necessarily find that a bad thing. This is still super fun for me. So thank you guys for watching. So I'm also going to take this Bare Minerals Well Rested Concealer. Before quarantine started, I was trying to plan to do a full face of Bare Minerals, and that's why I have these things. And I will still end up doing that, but it will just be at a later date. But I was planning on doing that and buying all the things, but then quarantine started, and we are a single income family. I stay home with the kids, so we kind of had to postpone that. Anything else that I had to do was planned further in advance and stuff like that. So alright, so I'm just doing that. I really like Bare Minerals products because I'm not super into like full coverage foundation anymore. I've kind of evolved into just kind of enjoying my skin the way that it is. I'm 32, and it's just, I feel like I have pretty great skin for being the age that I am. I'm very prone to sunburn, so I really try to stay out of the sun. Like, some people will get a tan easier than getting a sunburn. Like, mine just turned red lobster, and like my husband, he kind of, I don't know, he doesn't get like a terrible sunburns. I've known him for 10 years, well, kind of 11 years, and he has never once got a terrible blistery sunburn, and I have 2 times. So with that, I'm going to play with two eyeshadow palettes. This one I wanted to play with because I wanted to play with the browns that are in here, and it just so happens to be Juvia's Place, which is a great thing, and I pulled that out. And then I wanted to play with this one too because of the colors that are in here, and it's also from my favorite brown Tarte. So yes, probably won't end up doing something super crazy, but I've been seeing some people do more kind of 90s inspired eye looks that are kind of monochromatic, but I kind of want to do it my own spin on it, maybe not so monochromatic. But the color that I want to go in first is this one, and I need to apply an eye primer first. And I have this tiny little one from Urban Decay, and I'm going to apply some of this. Just a little bit goes a long way. So I haven't been putting on much makeup lately. It's been raining and we haven't been able to go outside. It's like fall in June. So crazy weather here. But with that being said, I still want to film because that's really fun for me. My boys are taking a nap right now, and so this is a great time for me to try to sit down and do something that I enjoy. So what I am going to do is I'm going to take this center shade in this Juvia's Place palette, and I am going to take it on a pretty fluffy brush. It's kind of a giant brush, and just place this I'm just going to place this here in the crease and then try to just take whatever's left on a brush and just blend it through onto the lid. Maybe I should zoom in just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. Take some more of this shade and go on the other side, and then we'll build them up together as I go so that we can have a little bit of symmetry. I feel like California, I know that they are actually still like quarantine and not everything is opened and it's just necessities, and some places are, but quite frankly, if I'm going to be honest, I'm just going to be completely candid in this video because I just don't really care. I gotta stop caring, people. Anyways, I feel like that maybe things are opening a little bit prematurely because numbers are starting to go back up, and that's not necessarily a great thing. So that's just what I'm saying. I'm gonna go ahead and take this shade from, it's called Oh Dear, from the Tarte palette. So I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I'm just playing. I'm just picking colors that are really like speaking to me, and I really wanted to play with this Oh Dear shade ever since I did that palette video. Okay, so I'm gonna kind of build stuff up a little bit more with that shade from, I'm gonna use like a more fluffier brush. That shade from the Tarte palette, just build this up. Okay, I kind of like the way that's going. I was kind of going in an orangey kind of tone, so I think I'm going to take this shade right here from the Juvia's Place palette and build this up a little bit in the crease, because I guess I'm trying to blend my own kind of shade on my lid. I kind of had an idea of what I wanted to do before I came into the video, but now I don't know if that's gone out the window or what. But we're pretty much just going with the flow here. Just putting some colors on, not really going anywhere. This is like a fluffy blending brush, but at the same time, it's a little bit more precise. So you want to hear? Okay, I'm going to tell you a funny story. So, I let's see, our washing machine broke, and no one would come to our house to fix it because of COVID, I guess. And so then we bought another washing machine, which was like $160. That's not like bad at all for a washing machine, just to use one. And then we put it in our back porch, and now we have 2 washing machines. And I was telling my husband, this is quite redneck of us, but it's working. And it's kind of nice to do laundry outside because it's nice outside. It's beautiful. All right, I think I'm kind of getting to the tail end of this. It's very, I kind of like that it looks. We kind of created our own color on our lid. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this shade right here from the Juvia's Place palette. These don't have names, like there's none on the back or anything because it's like a mini palette. So I'm going to take it on like a shadow brush, this one, and then just kind of, I'm going to put it right here in the center of the lid. Nice and beautiful. This really is a pretty shade. Anyways, before everything happened, I had all these plans to get all this makeup, and I had like put it on a wish list, and we had budgeted out and planned it out with my husband and all these things, and you know, and he was like, yeah, this is gonna be great, you know, this is a good year for you to, you know, really build things up and have a good fun time with your YouTube channel. And I was like, awesome, you know, and we were planning it out, and then we were gonna I had to go get a lot of dental work done, and like I still do. I can make a whole video on that when that all comes to light. But anyways, I feel like I'm just very rambly in this video. It's chitty chatty. But I kind of wanted to be a little bit more open. I feel like when I'm watching other people's videos and they're like very open and letting you in a little bit on their life, I feel like you can get to know them a better, and it's almost easier to relate to them when they're doing their makeup and you like talking to a friend. So anyways, I'm going to take this shade from Swan Song, this light one right here, and I'm going to put that on the inner corner. So yes, I've been thinking about it. Once that all gets going, I'm definitely going to make a video series on that, on this channel or my other channel. I do have another channel. It's always, I want to say it's always linked down below, but I don't think it is. I can definitely put it there. Anyhow, yeah. Just quite a bit of things that happened. My dog needs to have surgery. I'm just putting this in. I'm going to take another brush and kind of blend around that. And blend these edges a bit to see how everything goes. Okay. I'm going to take this fluffy brush and dip into that same Swan Song shade. Swan Song. And put that on the brow bone. Speaking of brow bone, I have not put anything in my brows yet. I should probably go ahead and do that real quick like. And I've just been using this from e.l.f. Just been trying it out. I have a couple things I need to rotate. I've been rotating through. And this is the Wow Brow from e.l.f. And this is in the shade Natural Brown. It's kind of fibrous. Kind of reminds me of the one from Essence. I need to get a new one of that because last time I bought one was the wrong shade and it did not look good. Gave me very kind of grayish looking brows. And this one I really like because it's very lightly tinted. It's not a super dark thing. I've got some that were just like very opaque. And I don't know if I really like that or need that, by the way. I would say I've really grown to like my brows. I remember being like high school years thinking that my brows were too big, but I was too afraid to pluck them, which I guess now is a great thing because I have brows and some people are sad that they don't. No offense to them, but in the same time, what are you gonna do? So I'm gonna go ahead and curl my lashes. I'm not going to apply anything on my lash line because I'm just gonna keep it nice and fresh. Simple, fresh, ready to go. And this is Better Than Sex by Too Faced. Got it in a BoxyCharm. I don't know if necessarily I would ever repurchase this again. My most favorite high-end mascara is the Tarte Big Ego mascara, and I have a bunch of those on a backup, but I decided to pull this out and use this up before I started using my most favorite. Yeah, this one like just doesn't do much for my brows. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Warrior mascara from Flower. This one's like almost gone. I only have a couple uses left in it. Use it in a lot of videos. And I'm going to go and comb this through. I have like allergies, so I've been rubbing my eyes, and that's like so not good for your for your lashes to rub your eyes, because it just pulls them out. And so now I have really sparse sparse lashes. Will you listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth? Because I can't understand them. So for like bronzer, contour, I'm just going to go ahead and lightly bronze with this. I'm going to zoom out a little bit more. And I'm using this Flower Beauty Heat Wave Luminous bronzer. And I'm just kind of taking some, putting it more on the higher parts of the cheek and not so much in the contour. And doing so like so. And I'm pulling it onto the cheeks because I haven't put blush on yet. And then, man, I'm like super bronzed up now. This is a different brush. I'm just using this. Now I'm going to take what's ever left on the brush and try to take it down my neck and my chinish area. Then I'm going to take this Chrissy Teigen and Becca palette. It's actually one of my most favorite face palettes like ever. So I'm going to take the blush and the highlight from this. And I really feel like that Bare Minerals foundation is very, very almost luminous, dewy kind of. Just feel like I'm like ready for the sun, ready to go by the pool. Not that I'd wear this much makeup by a pool, if any at all, really. Not about that life no more. Anyhow, I'm gonna mix both of these like bronzer highlight duo things. They're not even a duo, I'm not sure why I said that. Just taking this. I'm going to take this Douceur lipstick. That's actually one of my most favorite lipsticks. I haven't worn it in a while. I'm going to take some of this, and this isn't the shade 106. Just kind of taking this and kind of just giving my lips a little bit of a tint. I don't necessarily need a whole bunch of. Then I am going to set my face with Flower Seal the Deal, Flower Beauty Seal the Deal. And I take a big fluffy brush and kind of pat. And ooh, what's this? What's going on there, Sister Seal? Alright you guys, so that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this fun, simple, playing with makeup chit chat, get ready with me, if you will. I'm just going to go ahead and leave it at that before it gets a little bit too long. But thank you guys so much for watching, and go ahead and look down below if you want to know if you're looking for any resources. I know I'm only a small creator, but I still have a voice, and well, I guess I'm done. Thank you guys so much for watching. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and say be kind and be patient with one another. Thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.